All right, this is what the beginning starts out as, and we also have this. What's going on, everyone? Today we are finally messing with the drift trikes. Now we got these back. We got these back in February, mid-February, and we finally have the whole team together to get these done. So let's go meet them. First up on our list, we have Dylan. Now he's the most important because he's here for a moral support. We have Matt.
Financial support.
Yes, we have Matt, who's going to be doing a good amount of the hard labor, as you can see here, and we have his oral support, and then we have Danica, who's our welder, who's going to be, you know, basically the main role of this whole project. And Zach, he's our tire boy. Go see him at Discount Tire. He's already got one of the Douglas wheels on, and they look fantastic. That's a 5-inch diameter by 7-inch wide wheel, and our trikes, of course, are the Razor drift trikes. The motors we're going to be using are going to be the Predator 212 from Harbor Freight, and we're going to be going through this process slowly throughout the rest of this day, and hopefully have these welded up and running in a couple hours. The beautiful BMI carts. I think these were Douglas chrome 5-inch wheels or something. I think they're 5 by 7. Yeah, look at that.
Perks of Discount Tire.
Hey! What I like about BMI cars is they fit everything else in this box. I was like, oh, we're missing so much, but no. We have the axles. We have all the little axle like supports and stuff. $1 million. They actually give you money to buy from them. Yeah. No, everything comes with a nice Coming of Christ card book. Seriously, it's the Gospel of John. So for the parts list, we have a number 40 roller chain that I believe we got off of Amazon. You're gonna have these parts that you can order from BMI Carts. Now this plate right here, I'll have all the names up. You're gonna weld that to the frame, so then the axle here can actually slide through. These are for the wheels to mount. They're gonna go over the end of the axle, and the wheels will mount to those. Those are just duplicate parts because they're 2 trikes. You're gonna need a clutch. And these are also going to be going right here on the keyway to secure it to these pretty much. Like I said, I'll get all the names later. So the first step of the process is getting a Razor drift trike like this. They're going to run you about $150 new. We got lucky and managed to pick up 4 for $200. Basically two pairs of 2 from different people for $100. I'm going to take this, get 2 Allen wrenches, take out these 4 bolts, and then you're going to have 2 more, and you're going to want to get the bike looking like this. All right, now comes the fun part, doing disassembling.
I'm just following your lead, Nick.
Hard break.
All right.
Oh, this was...
Pull that out, and then scoop it back. Actually, we can just take this phone. Bingo! So, like I said, Matt's doing a lot of the heavy lifting. He already took the tires off of this. Now we get to inspect and see if Dylan messed up his frame any, and actually looks kind of straight, so you get a pass. That one looks messed up. That one looks bent. So yeah, what are these? 17 millimeter bolts with a little, what is that called? A crush washer. Yeah. Just pop that off and they'll come off. And then we're gonna start welding off of this. And now we have Matt working on the throttle cable. I fucked that up. Yep. So that's just gonna kind of route oddly through, and hopefully it doesn't get intertwined with the axle. All right, so for the throttle cable setup, what we're going ahead and doing is there's a couple screws right here. We can take off. There's another one back here somewhere. And we're gonna take off this whole thing so we can get to the throttle basically back here. You can kind of see it move. In order to kind of hook it up, maybe tap a hole into it. And I think there's a hole that this should fit through. I believe this was a 75-inch throttle, twist throttle off of Amazon or eBay. All right, so it turns out this actually is what does control the speed. So once this gets pulled back far enough, you know, then it opens and closes that or whatever. Now this, if you want to show me real quick again, is going to feed through this little piece right here, and then there's a hole on that nut right there. Now this is too big, so we're gonna file it down and then stick it through. And now.
I became real professional, I even brought markers too.
Bingo!
I got camera.
Hey, Matt, you're not supposed to stare at it.
I like right thing.
Here's the thing, did we clean the middle?
What?
Shiny!
I'm like a raccoon.
I'll clean it all before I mold it.
The easiest clutch install you'll ever do in your entire life. What the fuck?
For the key.
Oh, that one's like angled, huh? What the fuck? Trust you.
Can we get it on or not? Let's find out. And then there's this. Why is the key so angled out? Because this.
Yeah, so you gotta take this one off, I think. It's
Yeah.
because this one, yeah, it's like reversed.
Okay, I can't get it on.
Yep, I got pliers. Okay, so there is a one of these keys. Ah, we can use this for something now. But it is sitting on here, and you're gonna want to remove that in order to get the clutch on, because the clutch has its own key. Now that spins, and now we mock it up. All right, so after a couple hours of messing around, we've ended up with this result of a frame. So we got 2 inch by inch pipe, and then this steel plate on that's pretty sturdy. It'll support it. We've also welded the mounts. Now these are what you're gonna get off of BMI carts. They're tack welded right now, but we gotta weld them a little bit more. And then the axle's gonna sit in there. We're gonna place the motor down right here, get the slack out of the chain, take whatever links we need to get out because it's a little bit longer than we needed, and then drill motor mounts, and then we're good. All right, so now with the axle on, we'll show you how it went in. After centering the axle with the rest of the trike, our flywheel, our sprocket, or I guess I should say, is gonna be about right here. Now with these basically mounts for the axle, you're gonna tighten them all down. That's gonna prevent too much lateral movement. There's just a little bit in the bearings. And then you're gonna lock them with the set screws right here. There's 2 on each side. And then you're gonna have even more. We'll get the part number for that. You can order to put on either side of different parts like the sprocket and whatnot as a added protection. So now we're gonna set the engine down, line it up with the chain with the sprocket and the clutch, and then drill holes to get it set in place. All right, so now we're at the steps of testing the motor. It's all hooked up, got the clutch and everything. That was a little bit of a pain, but we got it. And she starts! Oh, shit! All right, so issue currently, so we had to break it apart because it would bend. So what we're thinking is cutting a square hole right in here, maybe laying some metal in there to keep this up, and then welding around that so it's stronger. All right, so we've been out here since 8. It's like 5 and we're a little tired. We're having issues with the frame bending in the center because we have the axle on the rear. So we're gonna go ahead and swap it, move it to the front. But for right now, these tires still mount and they still hold up, and these are resting on the ground. So we're gonna go with the 5-wheeler trike for a minute just to ride it around so we can have a little bit of fun today. still recording. Hey, look at the quality on that camera. Hello everyone, I went too far. Yeah, there we go. I am in fact Nick from the future. Not too far in the future though, I'm about 10 months into the future from this video that you guys just watched. First of all, I want to say thank you for sticking around this long. You guys must have actually enjoyed it. It was pretty low quality, and I apologize for that, but it was the best I could do with what I have right now. So, what's coming next? So, this is going to be part 1 of the Project Drift Trike series. I will have part 2 coming as soon as I can. We're going to go over how we fix the frame so it's not a 5-wheeler trike anymore, and a couple more things to make the trike better. We also got a stage 1 kit put on it, so that's pretty cool too. I'm trying to think of a couple other things, but really I'm going to go over a lot of stuff in the next video, so if you guys just want to subscribe or like this, stay tuned for the next one. I'll have that put up when I can, just so you can guys see how we did everything else for those of you who are kind of using this as a guide to build your own. I will try to have a better setup guide for how we did it in the next one, because this one seems kind of rushed and it was lower quality, but essentially it is pretty easy for what you have to do. It's getting the frame built that's the big issue. As you can see, I'm on my lovely steed, which is engineless. This is my drift trike, which we haven't built yet just because life hits hard and you get busy with other things, and that's the sad truth, unfortunately. But I will be making time for the drift trikes again pretty soon, right after I get my Mustang fixed and a couple more things taken care of. So, when I get those done, we'll have a lot more time to do the fun stuff. But again, until then, thank you guys for sticking around, and I hope you all have an amazing day or night or whenever you are watching this. Bye-bye.